It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Hey, you know, a couple of days ago I had that heart-to-heart with the dealer owners. Today I'm going to have a heart-to-heart with the manufacturers. And here's what I want to tell all the manufacturers. Just because you haven't prepared to go where the customers are going, just because you have warehouses that are full of A3 equipment, just because you're not prepared for the decline in print, that you didn't pay attention to it, and you continue to push dealers into going the opposite direction of the marketplace, it's not your dealer's fault, it's your fault. But here's what I'm going to tell my dealer friends. It's time to hold your manufacturers accountable. Because you know what, my friends? Those manufacturers, well, they don't have to go in their back pocket. Those executives, they don't go in their own back pocket, open up their wallet and say, holy shit, I can't pay payroll. They don't have to go into their back pocket and open up their wallet and say, holy crap, I can't pay rent. You see, most of those executives in those manufacturing houses, guess what's going to happen? They'll either merge with somebody else, someone will probably get fired, but they'll just go be an executive somewhere else. Dealer owners, this is your life. You've got your life invested in your business. And don't for 1 second believe that a manufacturer that's focused on their own survival of overselling and overspeccing equipment that's been obsolete for about 85% of our marketplace for the last few years is a good approach for you. Because I assure you right now, all these executives that work for manufacturers, they're sitting at home on their computers, they're zooming in with each other, and they're coming up with all kinds of creative approaches. I'm sure you've already got the memo. Hey, if you buy 10 A3s, we're going to give you 11 sorters. If you buy 10 A3s to go overspec and oversell your customers, we're going to give you free system stands. Do you ever wonder why we got so many accessories littering our warehouses, dealers? It's because we bought into some of this stupidity in the past. Here's the reality. The manufacturers, if they want to come and help you, if they want to defer paying for hardware for 90 or 120 days, why don't you tell them, do that program on A4s. Help me go out to market with A4 so I can take away those overspec'd and oversold equipment that customers are going to realize they don't need when they get back to the office. Come up with a program around A4. Well, guess what? You know, Ray's been preaching about this for about 2 years now. Most of the manufacturers, they can't even talk about it. I've actually had conversations with some executives. Well, you know, the manufacturers, they just can't stop production. They just can't start making A4s. The whole engine's built around A3s. Well, tough shit. If you're a dealer owner, your only goal in life is to sell something to a customer, make money at it, and make profit off the money you make at it. That's it. Doesn't matter how you do it. But if you follow the customer and you deliver based on customer centricities, well, guess what? You'll make money and you'll make profit off what the money you make. But if you follow manufacturers, you might fall right into a rabbit hole. Because a lot of these manufacturers, their warehouses are full. They're not going to know what to do when this is over with. The only thing they can hope for is that we go back to the way it was. And yeah, some of them are calling it a new normal, whatever they want to call it. But here's the reality. In their minds, they believe that their specials on A3s, that their, floor plan financing programs are going to save them. It's not going to save them because people like Ray are going to start educating customers on the better way. Dealers that understand they got to be closer to the customer are going to demand from their manufacturers customer-centric deliverables. We got to start thinking about our business in a whole nother way. And quite frankly, I think we need to change our name. We've called ourselves the Imaging Channel for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Then we added workflow to it, tried to make ourselves a whole lot more complicated than we really were. And had we kept our name Print Equipment and Services Industry, we would have paid attention to the fact, print equipment and services, that's something that's kind of declining. I better try to diversify. But instead, we called ourselves the Imaging Channel. We were so important. And, we were going to save every office. We were going to do all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. We never did hardly any of it. There's been a few of you that did. But right now, there's one thing that all the dealers know. They got to diversify. That's a given. We see dealers every day looking at how they're going to do e-commerce. I talked to my buddy Norm McConaughey. He's getting calls from dealers every single day. Fantastic. But I got to tell you something, my friends. Don't let these manufacturers keep you in 1990 or 2000 because they're going to do everything in their power to keep you there. Look for the manufacturers that want to help you deliver the future to the present because this will end. But keep in mind, all the nonsense those manufacturing executives are telling you, none of them are going to lose their life, are going to lose their livelihood when this thing goes south. They'll just go get another job. So focus on your customers, focus on your business, use your common sense, and engage those manufacturers that want to help you do what's right for end users. I'm going to end my time like I always do. Status quo's the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.